Good afternoon, everybody. How are you doing? This is Mike, Logan in Flight, sitting here at Logan Airport, Terminal B parking garage on the upper deck here. And yeah, it's a Friday, end of the week. Hope you guys had a great week. And we'll have some fun out here tonight. We got, what do we got coming in here? We got a Delta coming in from Athens. We have British Airways on the way in, on turning on final. We got a couple of these guys coming in now. I did see Godzilla going back and forth in the water, so that's back out there as well. I should say on that side. And yeah, we got a go around here. We have Delta coming from Athens. So we can get this on screen here. Let me see, 1 second here. Let's see, there we go. Oh, American going around. So they'll be coming back later on. All right, next to arrive, we have a Porter coming in on 4 right, and I think a Delta actually coming in 4 right. Just getting used to this, guys. And we got Southwest taking off here. So that Porter's coming in on 4 left. Southwest taking off on 4 right, heading to Baltimore, Washington. There's that Porter. All right, beautiful day here. How you guys doing? Just starting up here, getting all my equipment warmed up here, getting me warmed up here, trying to get used to being back out here. It's been like a long week. I hear car alarms going off. It's crazy here. So yeah, gonna be out. Like I said, I'll be out here until tonight. I usually stay until the A380s leave. We'll see what happens tonight. There's a couple late ones tonight, so we'll see how time to get out of here. See a whole bunch of people here. We got Jeff, Betsy, CC, MedTech, James, all kinds of Bing Wasby. All right, Glenn's on the Tampa flight. JetBlue. Where is that JetBlue? Is it still at the gate on the way out here? We will find it though. All right, next coming in is Delta, coming in from Athens, an A330-900. I think someone's just trying to check to see where their car is. That's all that racket over there. All right, we have a Delta heading to Milwaukee. Where is it? There it is. E175, flight 5619. Let me see where this Lufthansa is. Not Lufthansa, British Airways. Over Quincy right now. And where is that Tampa flight? I did see that Tampa flight earlier. It is still at the gate. We'll be backing out soon, I hope. So today they're using runways, the yellow runway, 4 right for landing, and 4 left for landing as well. And 4 right for some of the bigger planes taking off, as well as a runway 9 for takeoff. So the light blue one from the bottom left to the right. I get MedTech here. Logan crews are the best. 100% awesome. James, happy Friday. Glenn, how you doing? Going back to the USA from UK today, all right? I did see, yeah, Glenn Gordon. You know, I got your Tampa flight on. Ready to go. Ready to get that one. We got Delta here hitting the Fort Lauderdale. Flight 2196. 737-800. British Airways should be around here somewhere now. Yep, over Pleasure Bay right now. Get here in a second. Oh, they moved the truck. We can see it through the gates now. There was a big truck parked here. They just moved it, so that's good. First king of the evening. British Airways coming in from London Heathrow. The king has arrived. That's going to use the whole runway, and he'll come back around the corner again and head over to Terminal E. All right, geez, I've been neglecting the chat. The chat's going crazy. Cece, how you doing? Yep, Paul, I got it. Great. I see G Bishop, how you doing? The car guy, happy Friday. How you doing, you are? Tampa's pushing back now. I think I can see it. Where was it? It was over... I think that could be the tail fin of it. I forget exactly where it is. That could be it right there. We'll see when that comes around. Definitely catch that, though. Hope you guys had a great week. Wife and I are celebrating our 29th wedding anniversary this weekend on Sunday. But we had a little dinner last night. We went to Belle Isle Seafood at the end of the runways here. Had a great dinner. And a little plane spotting too. If you're on the Discord, my wife posted a bunch of pictures on the Discord from our seats while reading fish and chips and scallops. Really, really cool restaurant. Alright, that was Cape Air. Heading to Bar Harbor. I thought this JetBlue was landing. Sorry about that. Heading to San Francisco. And we got the King way down there, coming back. Alright, let me get this camera set up so we can actually see some Cape Air action down here. We got an Nantucket, and the rest are either Cessna 402s or Tecnam 2012s. Alright, we have American Airlines landing on 4 left. That's a close runway. Oh man, Mike, press the right button. And we got a JetBlue taking off here. Heading to San Diego. Sorry guys, I didn't press the right button for the camera. I'm new at this. Every time I come out here, I feel like I'm new at this. James, thank you very much. I don't know why she didn't want to come out with me tonight. No, she does. Like, we had a great time last night. We were out here till about 9, I don't know, maybe 9 o'clock. We actually were a couple roads down from where that big fire was last night. Around 9:30, watching around 9 o'clock, watching Lufthansa A380 take off, and heard the news about the fire at, was it Cottage? Was it Cottage Street? A yacht club or whatever it was, and that was pretty sad. All right, what do we got going on here now? We got a porter around here somewhere. There it is, porter. It's going to be heading to Montreal. And we have an American coming in from Indianapolis. It is a little windy tonight, but it is nice. We got Delta taking off at 7:57, heading to LAX. Flight 318. All right, got some planes heading out there still. No one ready to take off yet. Just arriving, and we got a couple planes coming in. But yeah, we got more people on here. Just how you guys doing? This is Mike, Terminal B parking garage at the sunroof today. Later on, will be the moon deck. Oh, that's cool. The American getting eaten up by the British Airways there. Hope you guys are just enjoying this. Hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe, turn on notifications, all those fun YouTubey things. We have a store. I actually got the new shirt on here. It's the 250. I think I might actually have it queued up here. Let me see. There it is. Logan 250. That's at the store right now. It's $15, and it's just for fun, you know, just to enjoy it. And yeah, all different colors. If you use Logan 10, you get 10% off the entire purchase. So just a fun shirt to have for the 4th of July. What else we got? We got the Instagram, the tip jar, using PayPal, all that kind of fun stuff. I was here on Tuesday night, and the Cape Verde team, soccer team for the FIFA World Cup came in. So I got a good video of them coming in. The plane was all decorated with the team on the tail there. It was really, really cool. So that was on Sunday. There was a whole gang of people downstairs waiting for them to get off the plane as well. So that was really neat. Just all these different things going on around here. It's always, it can be pretty crazy around here. We got that A330 we just saw pass. It's going to be heading to Rome, flight 112. We got a couple planes out here now. We got the Tampa flight right there. Was it Gregory? Is that who it was on this thing? Let me just double check here, make sure I got the right name. It was Glenn Gordon. Sorry, Glenn Gordon on the plane here. They'll be heading down to Tampa. And we We have a Delta coming in from LaGuardia. E175, flight 5819. And we have the flight to Montreal taking off on 4 left at Charlie Taxiway. In the past, a lot of these planes do this, the prop planes at least. A lot of Cape Air, I got Porter here, PAL can do it as well. This is a Dash 8. To Montreal. Cape Air coming in on 4 left. Not sure if we'll see it or not. We'll be a quick one if it does come through. And that is Codzilla out there. It's that powerboat. Oh, we got a Southwest coming in from Nashville. So Codzilla goes out here and gives you a heck of a ride. You get soaked. It's really cool. Looking for the Codzilla monster. That'll be with us all summer long, just zipping around out there. What's going on here? We got a bunch of planes just waiting on something. Next lining up, we have United Airlines lining up on 4 right. We're heading to Chicago. We have 737-900 flight 1691. Jeff, thank you so much. I will definitely enjoy a coffee after the stream tonight. I didn't get much sleep last night. I was in town till about, I think, past midnight last night. My son went to a concert and I volunteered to drive. I mean, really, I'll drive to the concert in Boston, then I'll hang around the airport with my wife. We had a fun time, though. We didn't get home till, I think, 1 o'clock. So, yeah, coffee will be good tonight for the ride home, for sure. All right, heading to Chicago. Alright, that's flight number, what is that number? 1691. Next coming is a Delta from Minneapolis, an A321. We had a Delta heading to Atlanta, an A321. Flight number 399. It's so windy out. All right. We have the flight to Tampa lining up. Might have to wait for an arrival first. We'll see. Oh, there it is, heading to Tampa. They didn't want to wait. Have a safe flight. They're out of here. We just had a JetBlue come in here as well. Coming in from Fort Lauderdale. I thought they were going to wait for this one before they took off, but I guess those Tampa boys don't want to wait. They just want to get out of here. John, thank you so much. Thank you for the support. Awesome. All right, there's that flight to Rome. Be heading out of here. We got a JetBlue chasing it as well. It's going to be heading to San Francisco. A whole bunch of planes just lined up here in the alley. All right, British Airways has got clearance. Their gate is pushing. So who's pushing from their gate? Must be one of the A330-900s. A couple big ones back there coming out. Got one right there actually. They'll be heading to Amsterdam. Hey, Glenn, have a great one. John Michelle, how are you? Let me see. Yeah, Cardzilla's out there playing around tonight. We'll see where it ends up. This is Delta coming in from Baltimore Washington International. And we have the JetBlue A321 heading to San Francisco. Flight 733. Yeah, Cardzilla will also play around the wakes of other boats. It's a great ride. If you ever get a chance to go on it, it is a great ride. You do get soaked. They do offer ponchos. You can bring your own, a little bit cheaper. Or you can be like me and just get soaked. Walk around Boston soaking wet with seawater. Although in this weather, you can dry off pretty quickly. There's American coming in from Dallas, Fort Worth. Flight 1577. Alex, how you doing? The Speedbird gonna be turning around here in a second. Probably going down 3-3. Everything this plane does is just really cool. Even this when it turns. Just a front view of it. Should be turning any second now if it does come down 3-3. There it goes. That's just cool. Now we have an American and a JetBlue coming in. American from Phoenix, JetBlue from Orlando. Coming in side by side. Get the JetBlue is going to go behind the buildings, but that's a quick arrival. And there's the American. All right, we have that A330-300 heading to Rome. That's out there on 4 right, lined up. Next arrival will be a Delta coming in from Dublin at 767. So that's on about a 2-mile arrival coming in. So this other one's going to take off pretty quickly, heading to Rome. Master, how you doing? Watching from London for the first time. All right. So here's our British Airways for you. We'll be seeing this later on. We do get another British Airways coming in at 777 a little bit later. This is Delta. It's flight 112 heading to Rome. All right, and here is the flight coming in from Dublin. Flight 155, a 767. We do have aviation. That just snuck out on me there. Didn't even see that come out. We got a Delta here heading to Chicago. Flight 2646. An A319. Southwest coming in here finally. These guys have been waiting around for a while out there, I think. Judd, how you doing? Yeah, my wife was just saying that. Just like, is it almost a year yet? We've had memberships and everything. Just about a year. I don't even know what the date is. I gotta check and see. There's a Delta coming in from Charleston. The Logan Lagoon looking pretty nice tonight. I see exactly where that marina was. I think it was trying to see where we were last night. We drove around. Was it that marina? I'm not 100% sure. There was a big fire last night. A bunch of boats got this damaged. Some boats floated down around the place on fire. Cape Air heading to Augusta with the Nantucket Airlines. And just had a Southwest come in from Baltimore, Washington. Now we got Avianca heading to San Salvador. A320, flight 445. We got a JetBlue coming in here. Let me see what this guy says on it. Hablo Espanol. I've not seen that one before. A330-900 heading to Amsterdam, flight 256. Our next to arrive is a Delta coming from Denver, an A321neo. Southwest here heading to San Diego. Flight 749, 737, MAX 8. It is warm up, but this wind is constant, so it's keeping the heat away, I guess. So that's out of here. Let's see what we got here. We have another Southwest taking off, heading to Chicago Midway. Azores, ITA. That pushed back. That should be coming out around the corner here soon. And we got a WestJet coming in from Calgary. Cape Air maybe taking off here or landing, I'm not sure. It's coming on the screen right now. Oh, yeah, yesterday the Dreamliner 787 had a front landing gear collapse, went right down on its nose, and looked like severe damage. Like I said, it happened a few years ago with a British Airways 787 as well. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, sorry that online and everything. Pretty crazy. Temperature here at Logan, 75 degrees with a nice breeze, that's for sure. Alan, good evening at the pub. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Have a pint on me. All right, we got United Airlines taking off, heading to Denver. An A321neo, flight 800. Wait a minute. Last night, this was the beige Condor, but the blue one showed up. I like it. Oh, we got a JetBlue coming from Daytona Beach. All right, the blue Condor. All right. I like it. So we heading to Frankfurt. Followed by my other favorite blue plane, ITA. We're heading back to Rome. We got a bunch of blue planes out here. I'm liking this. Next coming in, we have United Airlines coming from LAX. It's almost here. It's over Pleasure Bay right now. I like the Condor blue right there. And ITA, the shiny blue. Both those planes are A330-900s. All right, we have United Airlines lined up on 4 right. And we got a Logan whale down there, I heard somewhere. Making a racket. All right, here is United. All right, here we go. You guys heard that? It was ATC asking Condor if they are a white plane with blue stripes or a blue plane with white stripes. And they said, told them, you choose. All right, we got a Praetor 500 coming in from Salt Lake City. Behind the Condor. And a Delta heading to LaGuardia in E175, flight 5721. Behind the Condor. Condor seems to be the theme right now. So what do you guys think? Is it a blue plane with white stripes or a white plane with blue stripes? All right, so this Alaskan Airlines here, where is it here? Boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, over here. Landed over a half hour ago. When did it land? Like 40 minutes ago. It's finally coming in. Not quite sure. Came in from Portland. We have an Alaskan about to back out. The closest Alaskan Airlines has the wing walkers out there. That's going to be leaving. So they're probably getting the other guy anticipation to come back here. So how you guys doing? Been out here a little less than an hour. Actually, it's been about 40 minutes. Hope you guys are enjoying this. This is Mike, Logan in Flight here on the sunroof. And we're just gonna wait for this condo to take off. Hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe. Turn on notifications. That's the best way you're gonna find me out here when I come out at different times. Also have memberships if you're interested in that kind of stuff. Super chats, stickers, all that kind of fun stuff. All right, here's that condor. This guy's got my attention. Do not adjust your TV. It is stripes. ATC's having some fun today for sure. These guys just want to come in. All right, next lining up is ITA heading to Rome. Can't quite see it yet, but it is lining up. There goes our friend Condor. And there's ITA heading out here, be heading to Rome. What did I see that? Yeah, nice t-shirt, yes. So this t-shirt is on the site for sale. Is this it right there? It is right there. Different colors. It's $15 plus shipping. And if you use Logan 10, you get 10% off. I marked it down 15 bucks. That's probably the cheapest you can go on these kind of sites. So you guys can enjoy it. All different sizes, a bunch of different colors. It's all about having fun. That's all I love doing out here, is just having fun. Got a Cape here hitting the Lebanon while waiting for this ITA to take off. Is it Alaska fine getting out of here? We got a Delta coming in. That's what ITA's waiting for. Coming in from Savannah. If you get a chance, it is an absolute beautiful airport. It is very flat. Not a lot of vantage points to watch like this, but it is pretty cool. All right, and we have Ita heading back to Rome. All right, there's Ita. Next to me, we have American Airlines coming in from Chicago. Landing on 4 right, flight 1554. Did not see that last night. I mean, I wasn't here last night. Well, so I don't know. But we do get, different planes coming in here. All kinds of governments and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, Tuesday was the soccer team from Cape Verde. They landed here on Cape Verde Airlines. So we get all kinds of people, all kinds of things here. There's a lot of like the private jets that come in here with no information on them, that are probably government or military or something. So yeah, having Kuwait, it's not a surprise. It could have been diverted as well. All right, here's my favorite JetBlue. Flight 777 heading to Las Vegas. Plane full of hopes and dreams. Hope y'all come back as happy as they're leaving. We get United here coming in from Chicago. Come on, Eric, you gotta be able to move from the air. Let's go. All right, taking off, we have a Philly special, an A220. Flight 2459 heading to Philadelphia. Call it a Philly special. Our friend down there, Scott from Pensy Plains, he's down that area. You get a chance to check him out. He's got his own little YouTube channel as well. He'll be at Pennsylvania, different places. He's Baltimore sometimes. We did a couple shows together in Baltimore, and one in DC, which was really cool. That's Eric, you're driving instead. All right. Hey, Ronaldo, you too. Have a great weekend. All right, got a bunch of chaos here in the alley. Got a Cape here on the left there waiting to get out of here. All right, now we have, so we just had, what was that one? JetBlue taking off to Philly. And now we have a 737 after this United lands. Coming in from Newark. 737 MAX 8, flight 2433. And also now we have American Airlines on 9 taking off, heading to Philly. Another Philly special. Air Lingus come join the party now. All right. Should be seeing another big plane flying around here eventually. Where is Lufthansa? Oh, that's off the coast of Maine. All right. That's still about a half hour away, but we will get that. Next we have Delta, flight 1432, heading to Detroit. Next coming in, we have American Airlines and E-175 coming in from Buffalo. Delta here heading to San Diego. Flight 571 and A321 Neo. And next coming in is a Delta coming from Barcelona. A330-300. Flight 251. We have American here heading to St. Louis in E-175. Behind Shamrock. Flight 4678. Next taking off, we have a Delta heading to Cincinnati. E-175, flight 5620. Next coming in, we have a JetBlue coming from Pittsburgh, an A220. Thought you might like that one, Eric. All right, here's that Alaskan Airlines coming in finally. That was out. That landed at 4:30, right when I started. That finally get to the gate here. All right, we have an American taking off here at A319, flight 1557. And we got Boutique Air coming in here as well. The question is, who took over the Spirit gates? You're looking at one of them right here. Do a little U-turn. And they're here. All right. We have Delta heading to Raleigh-Durham. 737-800. Flight 2782. All right. All right, next lining up is Aer Lingus, Shamrock. We're heading to Dublin, but before that happens, we have a JetBlue coming in from Reagan. That was closer than I thought. All right, and Shamrock. Flight 132 and A330-300. Fancy Planes, how you doing? Good evening. An Alaskan here coming in from Seattle. 737 MAX 9. And a JetBlue from JFK. And I guess it's going to greet Air France coming back out in A350-900. They're heading back to Paris. And we have Alaskan Airlines lined up on 4 right, heading to Seattle. Hey Scott, send me a text later on. Maybe we can discuss your audio issues. If I can help out at all. I see the comment there. France is going to be, their home base is in Massachusetts here somewhere. I forget what college. What was the B? That's where they're calling home for the World Cup. Funny thing, Cape Verde, who were here on Tuesday, They landed here. I look at where they're staying. They're based out of Florida, but they're doing a friendly in Hartford, I believe it was. So that's why they landed here. And we get a Delta coming in from San Juan. We got some more alley chaos here. We got a couple JetBlues out there. We got Alaskan backing out, a couple JetBlues. We got Air France slowing things down out there as well. Private plane up there. All kinds of fun stuff. Just had a Cape Air takeoff, heading to Iceland. Yeah, French team saying it Bentley. That's what it is. Bentley. I know it was a B. I got that right at least. Wrong button. How you guys doing? Hope you're enjoying this. Been on for a little over an hour now. This is Mike, Logan, and Flight sitting here on this, I guess the sunroof here, Terminal B parking garage. Just having some fun. Hit that like button, turn on notifications, and subscribe if you want to catch me out here sometime. I might come out tomorrow morning. I'll see how it goes. I always say that, and sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It really depends on, you know, how I feel in the morning. But I would like to get out here. I might even do what they call this the crow's nest. There's a gentleman down works at the ramp called Pat. He calls this the crow's nest. He looks up there and says, "Oh, there's Mike at the crow's nest." So there's a crow's nest, and there's also a, where is it, over there, central parking, has some obstructions, but it's a nice place. You can see the full approach, planes coming in, which is always pretty good. And then is what I call the eagle's nest, which is way back, and you can see full approach and departure both directions. You can see the runways on either side of the tower, but you can't see right in front, so you can't see this stuff here in front of us, but you can see full approach and departure, which is really, really cool, I think. So that might be an option tomorrow, or even depending on the runways, maybe Bayswater Street. I was there last night with my wife. You know, we're on a date, so what do? We go down to the airport and watch planes take off and land. We did have a seafood dinner in the process, so that was worth it. But yeah, so there's Bayswater Street. So I'll see how I feel in the morning. You know, let's go from there. But Jean-Michel, thank you so much. $10 towards the refreshment fund. Thank you so much. You know how much that helps out. I leave here late. Need to go down to Dunk's, get a coffee, a little caffeine hit for the ride home. Thank you so much. Sometimes a tasty pastry as well. But yeah, so I'm just out here enjoying this. Got my shirt on. It's the $250 shirt. They cost $15. Feel free, if you want in the store, get them. Use Logan 10 to get 10% off as well. There's other merchandise out there too. Have another Logan in flight with a Boston skyline type thing in there as well. So just like I said, I just have fun. I buy the shirts myself because I just like wearing them myself. So, all right, we'll get back out here. Like I said, we got Air France slowly. Let me see if I can get them on camera here. Slowly heading out there. It's gonna be heading back to Paris. And yeah, we're just having fun. We got some Logan whales over here too. They're in the alley here that are making a racket as well. All right, next coming in we have a Cape Air coming on 4 left. It's a little difficult to see. We have a Delta heading to JFK. Flight 5814 and E175. And there's MedTech throwing the challenge out there. 530 likes. I never did check something. I gotta check one more thing. I might have set something up incorrectly here. Let me just make sure real quick. Whenever I do a show, there's always something. Oh, that's good. All right. Always something I mess up. But not this time. I guess we're good. All right. Next taking off is a Southwest heading to... Well, it came from Austin. So we went from Austin to Boston. So we assume it's going from Boston to Austin. 737, max 8. I think it's next weekend, I believe. The weekend after, I'm trying to think. My son is flying down to out of here to Dallas, and then to Fayetteville City, a connected flight. And he's in school. He's part of the rocket team. They're launching a rocket down there. Rockets being driven down, and the crew's being flown down. Part of his college, one of his college clubs. So I get to bring him down here to see him off. I'm not allowed to video though, family. Don't know why. All right, what do we got going on now? Let's see. Next, taking off to Delta, heading to Chicago. And then we should have Air France. A big boat out there too. I didn't check how many cruise ships are in port tonight. Let me just check, make sure there's no invisible jets. Nope. Yeah, it's gonna be really cool. Wish I could get down there. But they're going down for an entire week, and it's all weather-based when they launch the rocket. But there'll be plenty of video. That would have been a fun live stream. But they're also in the middle of a desert, so I'm not sure what the signal is out there in the middle of a desert. We're all using CB radios and stuff. A319 heading to Chicago. Flight 2816. All right, now Air France should be loading up. I'm not sure if they're going to be on 9 or they're heading to 4. Saw this plane fly over. What's that? United coming in from Houston, heading over to the downwind. Then we'll turn around for final eventually. But once again, we got chaos here. On the left, we got a private jet, the Alaskan. I think that Alaskan's still trying to come in. I'm not sure what that Alaskan is. So Air France is heading to 4. So just so you guys know, they're taking off on 4, which is the yellow. From the bottom left to the top right, 4 right. The big planes are. The smaller planes are taking off on 9. Or you got people like this who take off on 4 from Charlie, which is halfway. That's Porter, probably heading to Canada. I'm not sure where in Canada. Toronto. So I got my attention. Someone's got my attention up here. Got the Lufthansa A380 flying over. Or is it? There it is. That's on the downwind. That should be here in about maybe 15 minutes or so. Where did it go? I lost it again. There it is. I'll be here about 15 minutes. The king of Lufty. All right, what do we got over here? We got a JetBlue lined up on 9, and we have Air France lined up on 4 right. And I think I hear Air France. That's much louder. Here we go. Flight 333, A350-900. All right, off to Paris. We've had a couple whales. And we got JetBlue here hitting the Charleston. A220. And we got a Delta A321 coming in from Atlanta. Next taking off is a JetBlue heading to Chicago. A220, flight 811. I gotta check my app for cruise ships. And next to arrive is a Delta coming from West Palm Beach. Oh, and we have Swiss Wanderlust. This actually flew over me on my way in today. This in the 747 as well. So Wanderlust is leaving before 747. This will be heading to Zurich. It's a really cool looking plane. Really, I was in traffic and it was flying over me. It got my attention. I was just like, what is that? Oh, there it is, there it is. No, Mike, concentrate on driving the car so you can see it take off. All right, ooh, what's this? Another cool one. So you see some cool planes just sitting right here. All right, we just have a ghost plane taking off. It's like a Gulfstream. Heading to parts unknown. These are the ones that we get. Sometimes the app that I'm using doesn't always show where they're going. Next on me is United from Houston, which we saw fly over, I think, earlier. Have to get a Lufty watch going here. I'm not sure where that is. Now we got United here taking off, heading to Houston. 737-900. All right. All right, got Swiss out here still. We have a Delta coming in next, and then Lufthansa, who's over Quincy right now. Delta is over UMass. And next taking off should be a JetBlue heading to Fort Lauderdale. A320, flight 369. Had to tell him a few times. 132.22. They beeping for me? Who is that? Oh, that's not for me. Good. No security. I have a Delta coming in from San Antonio. All right, Lufthansa, the King is over UMass, which is about 4 miles. So I'm just trying to see who's beeping here. Alright, it's down below me. With the headset on, I couldn't tell where that beeping was coming from. I'm like, is there security looking for me? I don't see anybody. Alright, Lufthansa is over Pleasure Bay. Let me flip it around here, see if we can get through the gates here. There it is. And we'll get it on the arrival. The King has arrived. All right, we got another King on site here. Oh, we got Wanderlust taking off. Gotta get all these planes. I gotta coordinate this. Come on. Need more gaps between the planes here. Heading back to Zurich. All right, where'd that king go? Let's see. There it is. That's going to be spinning around, heading to Terminal E, parking next to its friend, the A380 British Airways. And we do have, there is a 747 backstage there somewhere. That's usually bumping around by now. But maybe not. All right, we got Alaskan Airlines taking off, heading to Portland on 4 right. Who this guy is, but that was pretty cool looking. All right. Well, we do have a little. Let me see what we got over here. We got at Lufthansa over here. But out here we have a little bit of a conga line going on out here. All kinds of planes. Alright, so this guy is moving around out here. I just noticed my camera is off kilter a little bit here. Let me just fix that. Alright, it's a little bit better. Sorry about that. Just had to organize my cameras here again. Must have kicked it or something. Next ticket off, United Airlines heading to Chicago. 737 MAX 9, flight 2040. Yeah, I like when they have the orange cowls, the red cowls. We get Delta photobombing the Lufthansa here. All right, next taking off, we have, let me just see, no, we have American Airlines coming in from Columbus, flight 3470. And we have Phoenix, A321neo, flight 377. Alright, what do we got coming in next? We have it's like a Cessna Citation coming in from Corpus Christi. We got SAS out here, Scandinavian Airlines. We're going to be heading to Copenhagen. But first we should have a United Airlines heading to Newark. There it is. Right. Next lining up is Scandinavian Airlines heading to Copenhagen. Flight 928, A330-300. There we go. All right, have a safe flight. Next lined up is American Airlines heading to LAX. Flight 1578. We do have a Pilatus PC coming in from parts unknown. This is one of the ones that I always say, like, I don't know where it's coming from. Could be an issue with the application, could be something else. How you doing, Gene? Here's American heading to LAX. I think there's an American 250 landing at, I think it was at 8:30, something like that tonight. Queen Moonsy, how you doing? Hey, good evening, Debbie and Mike from Sanford, Maine. How are you? Hope you had a great week. The Cape here, it's gonna be, came from Rockland, so maybe it's heading back to Rockland. Cape airs don't really follow the same theme as the other planes, though. Check. Oh, we got Air Canada coming in. Whoops. Air Canada coming in from Toronto. And we got a JetBlue taking off, an A321 heading to San Juan. Flight number 761. I'm just check really quick. I went to check the cruise port, but nothing in port. All right. It'll be a quiet cruise evening tonight. Usually there's a boat or two in port, but I guess not. Unless the app is not updated. All right, we have Southwest lined up to take off, but we also have a JetBlue coming in from Charleston. A220, flight 946. Be coming in over this delta somewhere. Here it comes. I got some whales going on here. All right, we got Southwest taking off, heading to Denver. Hi, Mom. How you doing? It's beautiful tonight here, for sure. Nice breeze, keeping it cool, but not too cool. All right, they're off. Next lining up will be something. We have a Delta A330-300 lining up. Looks like they're going to line up on 4 right. We also have a Southwest coming in from St. Louis, an Jeepers Crow, 737 MAX 8, flight 3892. All right, and we got our friend Boutique Air heading out of the vacant gate, we'll call it. They'll be heading to Messina in a rush, it looks like. And we got Delta taking off, an A321neo heading to San Francisco. So another Delta lining up on 4 right. We're heading to Madrid. Hear the engine revving up down here. There it is. A330-300, flight 62. All right, see if I can find that restaurant we went to last night. There it is. So it's Belle Isle Seafood. And you see people outside there. There's outdoor seating, which is spectacular. The other side of the boats there, you can see it a little bit in the blur of the heat. But great seating there. You can watch the entire airport, all the activity going on. And I'm just not even plugging them, just saying it was a great food, really good. All meals come with onion rings and French fries, which is spectacular. Here's Delta coming in from Raleigh-Durham at A319, flight 1075. And we have flight 5616 heading to Indianapolis, at E175. Yeah, thank you for the support, and hey, man, I might put that towards my next meal. No, thank you so much for the support. Yeah, that was a really first time eating there. I've done takeout there before, but eating there was really, really cool. They close at 8 during the week, so that's a twist. But it's a really cool place. Friendly staff. Like I'm not a paid advertiser for them or anything like that. Just. Hey, if I find a good place, I'm making sure I yell it to the world. Just like the A320s when they start up. A220s, I should say. I got the Logan whales. All right, we have, let's do this boutique air here. Heading to Messina. Taking off on 4 left at Charlie. All right. Who we got next coming in? What's going on here? We have American Airlines coming from JFK, E175, flight 4346. And behind that we have Shamrock Aer Lingus coming from Dublin. Hey, TSA pre-check, that's really cool. Also, I think I said it last time, the Framingham Logan Express actually has TSA at the bus terminal there. So you can check your bags, you do TSA check-in at Framingham, and then you just basically walk to a different line, different door, and walk right into the airport. This is a beta program they're doing. I think it's pretty cool. I'm more of a Braintree guy. I hope they can bring the Braintree soon. This is American Eagle coming in from JFK. All right, Aer Lingus is just between UMass and Pleasure Bay, Castle Island area. So that will be here soon. Got a Cape Air coming out of here. Be heading to Rockland. Oh yeah, cash only. ATM in the lobby. Or if you have no money and your wife does, your wife pays for it and then you pay her back. All right, Aer Lingus. And we have American Airlines going to Phoenix and A321. Flight 3313. Good evening, Bob. How you doing? Welcome to the fun here. All kinds of stuff going on here. I would say there's a lot of planes going on, but it's sometimes it's just layers of planes out here. Here's America hitting the JFK and E-175. Wow, 10 more likes. 8 more likes. All right. Clicked the wrong button and it changed on me. Iceland Air coming in from Keflavik. A Cape Air heading to Martha's Vineyard. Coming in next, we have a JetBlue coming in from Tampa. Before that, we have an American Airlines taking off to LaGuardia. Right. And Tampa. Another great airport, Tampa Airport. Went down there a month or so ago. And I'll tell you though, the tram ride between the parking garage and the airport can rival some of the amusement roller coaster rides down in that area. That was quite a ride. All right, we have Virgin Atlantic coming in from London Heathrow. That is over almost to Pleasure Bay. Cape Air American action going on out here, all right. There's that Cape Air going to parts unknown. But we have Virgin Atlantic, might be able to see it through the gates here. There it is. Here we have American Airlines 1577. Came from Dallas Fort Worth. We assume it's going back there. And we have another person, another lady coming out. We have Lufthansa the Queen making her appearance. She actually flew over me on the way in. It's really cool. Open your sunroof and see this giant quad jet fly over your head. Really cool. I was in the perfect spot where it went straight over me. So I gotta make sure I had to get here in time so I could actually see it play around. I have American taking off, heading to Miami, an A321neo flight 1562. And next coming in is a JetBlue coming in from Orlando. Now it's going to be hide behind the building here, but we have the JetBlue from Orlando. And we have Southwest taking off with a whale, heading to Dallas. $737 MAX 8. All right, let's see what we got going on here now. We have anybody coming in? We have a Delta coming in from Las Vegas, flight 498. I'll be here in a couple minutes. It's over UMass right now. Just had a Cape Air takeoff. Didn't even see that. Still don't see it. We lose signal here or anything? No, everything looks good. Yeah, see what happens. All right, next coming in is that Delta 757 from Las Vegas, flight 498. We got American Airlines heading to Chicago. Flight 1592. We got Air Portugal coming around the corner here as well. They're going to play along with us. And we got a JetBlue coming in from Raleigh-Durham. Brand new, an A220. Over Pleasure Bay right now. Also got Virgin Atlantic Light way out there. And this JetBlue coming in doesn't even have a paint job on it on the flight radar. But we'll see what it is. Should be here in a second. We'll be heading back to Lisbon. Now we got JetBlue heading to Pittsburgh in A220, flight 2185. All right, the Queen is still Mirandering about out there. Is that how you say it? Well, Queen Moonsey, enjoy your packing, enjoy everything else. Have a safe flight. Lufthansa looks like it's lining up a 9. We got American coming in here from Chicago, 737-800. But yeah, we have Lufthansa taking off a 9. Off to Frankfurt. Safe travels. We got a JetBlue here. What's this one say? Canyon Blue. All right. Now we have another Aer Lingus, smaller one, A321neo, I believe. Yep, this will be heading to Shannon. We got Air Portugal over here. This is also heading to Lisbon. And what are we waiting for? Oh, we got a couple planes coming in. We have a JetBlue coming in from Aruba, landing on 4 right, and Delta coming in from Reagan, landing on 4 left. I have to waiting for those to land. They're almost to Pleasure Bay right now. A lot of boat activity out there tonight. No cruise ships though. I didn't see any cruise ships anywhere. On the map at least. Doesn't mean they're not here. The map is only as good as it's updated, so we'll see what happens. A lot of ferry boats, a lot of recreational vehicles out here. All right, next coming in is that JetBlue. We'll see that first from Aruba. And the Delta there from Reagan. All right, we got Delta taking off, and A321 heading to Minneapolis. We've got a Delta lining up, heading to Newark. I'm not sure if it's going to take off yet. I might have to wait for, I think it might take off. We have Virgin Atlantic here coming around. We're heading to Terminal E. Not sure if I can see that from here. Let's see. Also do a little. All right. Our next will arrive is at Delta, coming in from LaGuardia. Be here any second, I think. There it is. So how you guys doing? Been on for about a couple hours now at least, 6:30. Hope you're having a great time here. Feel free to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. The best way you're gonna find me out here. Do have my new t-shirt on. Let me see if I got the widget forward here. Where is it? There it is. America 250, Logan in flight. It's how to make one. You know, you get all the Boston stuff in there. You get the Zakin Bridge. Couple buildings, clock tower, boats, everything like that. So these are all in the store. Every size, $15. Use Logan 10, you get 10% off the entire purchase. And they're just priced to have fun. That's what it's all about, just having fun. So we have that out there. We have the Discord, where we have multiple channels out there. I try to post out the local liveries that are coming in and out of Boston. What else is out there? All kinds of channels, chat channels, like the fire that happened over at the marina. Posted those stories out there, and a little conversation about that out there. And just, yeah, anything plane spotting. If you see some planes, my wife posted a bunch of pictures up last night because we were sitting over at the seafood restaurant over there. Where is it? Right above my finger there somewhere. And yeah, so all kinds of sharing going on there. So feel free to join that if you want. We have the PayPal tip jar. Just, you know, a couple bucks, I can grab it and grab a coffee after the show or whatever. Helps with the parking fees and everything. Feel free if you do that kind of stuff. But it's all about fun, and it's all I really care about. I'm just having fun up here. It's a beautiful night. It's not raining, slightly cloudy, and I'm in a t-shirt and shorts, so you can't go wrong with that. So we'll keep going here. I see WestJet coming out over. Where is it? Over there somewhere. And we have the Air Portugal about to take off on 4 right. So we'll get back out to the action out here and have some more fun. Lizzie Banks, how you doing? Jason, how's everybody? And all these links I just talked about can be found on loganinflight.com and on the YouTube channel. So they're all over the place. All right, American Airlines coming in from Reagan, which is on my list to get back down there this summer. That was a really, really cool airport to be at. All right, we have Shamrock heading to Shannon, Aer Lingus. Skinny Mark, how you doing? Good evening. I'm here. What's your excuse tonight? I hope you're having a great week. Enjoying yourself. All right, next to come in, actually, we have a flight from Buffalo, an A220, flight 516. All right, what we got going on here now? Air Portugal is trying to get out of here, but we have KLM coming in first, an A330-300 from Amsterdam. Another cool flight number is 617, which is the phone area code for the Boston area. But still almost here. It's over Pleasure Bay right now. So we'll look at this JetBlue back end, I guess. Oh, here it is. KLM coming from Amsterdam. Another cool blue plane. All right, cool, Mark. We'll let you land here then. I'll let ATC know, give you clearance to land. You've sent me many pictures of you with the hat on, different places. It's so cool. Here's United heading to LAX, flight 639. Just had a Philly Special American A319 just come in, flight 2960. And we got some Logan whale action going on as well. All right, we have Air Portugal finally lined up. There it goes. Heading to Lisbon, flight 218, A321neo. Right. So again, we got a lot of action here in the alley. All dressed up and no place to go. All right, what we got going on here now? Let's see. We have WestJet heading to Calgary, lined up on 9. See the nose sticking out there, getting ready to go. We've had a Cape here come in from Nantucket, fly right by it. There we go. $737. Flight 1625. Eric, we'll see you later. Have a great night. Got a whale here somewhere. Where is it? Oh, it's one of those. Oh, we have a flight. Here we go. Got flight 1620. Be heading to London Heathrow with A321neo. We got Delta coming in from Atlanta, flight 518. A321. We got JetBlue heading to Reagan. Hello from Nashville. How you doing? What's this London flight going to say? Internationally known. All right. Jason, how you doing? From north of the city? Where is the whale coming from? I don't know where it is. All right, we have Delta taking off, heading to Austin, from Boston to Austin, A220, flight 1677. Andres Morales. It's the old stomping ground here. All right. Glad I can bring this to you. It's really nice out here tonight for sure. Now we get UPS. Sort of snuck up on me for a big plane. Coming in from Louisville. Ah, Vincent, how you doing? You left yesterday? I wasn't out here yesterday, unfortunately. Hope you had a safe flight. Everything is good. I get this Alaskan pushing out finally. Guess we're trying to get out of here for a while. A couple planes lining up. We have a JetBlue A321neo that's going to be heading to Milan. 3,800 miles away. All right, waiting for your in-laws to arrive at Logan. All right. Queen Moons, you got your t-shirt on order? Awesome. Just noticed Mike doesn't have a Boston accent. No. I really don't. Then again, people may say I do when they talk to me from other places. Like, ah, yeah, he's from Boston. But, yeah. I've heard it. You know, you got Bar Harbor, park the car. Now we got Air France coming in from Paris. That's over Quincy, North Quincy right now. That's an A350-900, one of the big ones. They just got a little quiet here all of a sudden, that's all. Oh, I got security here, guys. Hold on one second. All right, there's Air France. Sorry, had security here. They always come up here, check your credentials, check, make sure you have a permit, which I always do. If you don't have it, they can kick you out of here. So here is American Eagle heading to Cincinnati. I saw some question here. Me and my family want to go out for lawn chairs, bag of hamburgers, French fries. Where's the best place if you're not cooking them? Bayswater Street is really cool. You can park on the right side of the street, and if they're using runway 22 or even this one, the plane's coming at you or they're flying over your head. That's really cool. There's a couple places over in Winthrop that are really cool as well. There's a fishing jetty. You can actually go up to the jetty there. There's a couple benches on there. And the planes, if they're using, the runways they're using today, they'll be flying right over your head, which is really cool. Yeah, so many little knick-knack. Coughlin Park is across the way there. Constitution Beach is that way. That's a real cool place as well. It's actually a beach, so you can actually put your feet in the water if you want to. There's tables, and if you have your own chairs, you're all set. Yeah, of course you got Castle Island, which is that way, and you have Spectacle Island, which is, see if I can get it here. There's Spectacle Island right here with a little gazebo on the roof on the top there. You can get there by the ferry boat. That's a really cool place as well. So there's a lot of places around here, and yeah, and just, I mean, even sitting on the ferry boat, driving around the harbor here, the harbor, I should say. You can eat them on the eat them on there. Here's United coming in from Dulles. 737 MAX 9. You don't need a streaming permit, you need a plane spotting permit, which is basically just a permit to take photography, to take pictures of the planes if you're not here literally going on a flight. Because if you're not here going on a flight or coming here temporarily to pick somebody up, why are you really here? So they make sure that everyone here is filled out the form, which you can find on massport.com. There's actually a plane spotting form on there. You need about 72 hours to let it process. You'll get an email back saying it's either been approved or not approved. One time they won't approve it if it's requesting time less than 72 hours from the point you request it. So you couldn't really ask for tomorrow because it's not 72 hours. So stuff like that. But yeah, you need a permit up here if you're doing photography or any reason you're here. Usually it's photography. I don't know why you wouldn't be here besides photography. Yeah, they just check it and they make sure that everything's legit. The dates match up with why you're here and you're all good. Now we got JetBlue here, the bluer, the better. All right. Okay, we should have we got a plane flying over. What is that? Oh, you have another UPS flying over us. I'll be landing. But right now we should have United Airlines coming in, the A319 from Newark. Yes, every time you come here, the permit's good for one day and a time period that you have to specify. And you need it every time. Right, we have a JetBlue taking off to JFK. And also, they patrol here too, so it's secure. I wouldn't bring my equipment anywhere else besides here. Flight 817 and A220. All right. Hi, Richard, how you doing? From Scotland. Back away. I'm about 96% Scottish, so. But I don't have a Boston accent. I might have a Scottish one. All right. So what we got going on here now? We have American Airlines coming in from Louisville. Flight 4507. Maybe we'll see it through the gates here. Let's see. Be here in a second. Yeah, I wonder too, where is Captain Danny? Was he got stuck in England? No, Captain Danny was the Seattle. JetBlue to Seattle. I think it was JetBlue. That was really cool. Sometimes about the parking rates here. If you look on Passport, it gives you the parking rates. That's like $10 for the first hour. Then every hour you get charged. Different rates. You got people in jet skis out there. Pretty cool. Next coming in is Southwest Flight 4997. Should be over at Pleasure Bay right now. But the guys out there in jet skis are having fun too. And here comes the sun. Maybe we'll get a golden hour tonight. I will not show you my kilt. Hey, we got a Cape Air heading to Rockland. How's it coming? I have no idea. I don't see the light counts here. And we got a JetBlue over Quincy now, coming from Richmond. That should be here in a little bit. I think the closest one is Legal Seafood is near the aquarium, I believe. That's the only one I know of around here. Unless there's one on this Seaport. Sorry, Seaport. There's one probably. Which, if you go down the end of this runway where this plane is, go across the water, that's what the Seaport is. Whole Seaport district down there. Another good place for food and everything. It's more of a higher end type thing, but it's, if you like that stuff, it's definitely worth it. Alright, I hear a plane. It came in from Newark. It's going to head out back. Thought I heard a prop plane taking off. KBOS Cessna 402 heading to Nantucket. This is what we do when we wait for planes to land and take off. There's the JetBlue from Richmond. And we get whales again. Plenty of whales out here. We got 19 more likes until 400. If you're on here, haven't hit that like button, smash that like button. We got MedTech over here, setting a challenge out. This is JetBlue heading to Denver, an A220, flight 993. I don't see Godzilla out there anymore. Must be too late for it. It's going to bed. Alright, anyone coming in? Yes, we have a Delta coming in from LaGuardia. I figure all these planes are lined up to take off, but they're not going anywhere. Delta heading to Atlanta. A321, flight 973. Queen Moonty, see you next time. Have a great evening, weekend, or wherever we shall meet again. Alright, we have UPS coming in from Ontario. Heading on 4 right. Flight 5012, 767-300. All right, next to arrive, we have United Airlines coming in from San Francisco and a JetBlue coming in from Reagan. We still have an Alaskan Airlines and a JetBlue waiting out on the end of 4 to take off on 4 right. But these planes keep coming in. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you got the air nav radar going. And it just cycles through the planes that are taking off and landing. So if you're watching and not sure what's happening, watch that ticker there and you can see that for sure. Jason, how you doing? From north of the city. There comes United from San Francisco, 737 MAX 9. Walter, how you doing? Good evening. We got a JetBlue sneaking in here too. Coming in from Reagan. Plenty of whales. Let's go over at that pod over there. All right, we have JetBlue heading to Milan, lining up on 4 right, finally. I think I hear it. Hear the rumble. All right. Found one of the whales. All right. We got a big Delta out here. It's going to be heading to Amsterdam, 737-900. Reached the 7 o'clock hour. Some of the big planes will be heading out of here. The A330s are coming in mid-afternoon. This is one of them. There's another one that goes to Paris. I think the one from Rome already left. It's this JetBlue. Is JetBlue already here? Until we mint again. That's going to be a fun ride. Looks like gate personnel on the driver's seat there. That's cool. A whole line of planes waiting to get off the runway. Can't see them from here, but they're behind there. That JetBlue is like the second. There's one in front of that. There's 2 more behind it. The UPS is the United Airlines behind that. They're all trying to get over here. Not sure what the holdup is. We have another A330 backing out. That's going to be heading to London Heathrow. 401 likes, all right. That's awesome. Like I was saying earlier, we have a new t-shirt, the 250 America. If you're interested in that kind of thing, it's $15 on the store. Use Logan 10 to get 10% off that. Here is Iberia, an A330-200 coming in from Madrid. Hey, good evening. How are you? Comfy. What's up? This is JetBlue heading to Atlanta, an A220, 1997. Not sure who they're talking to out there. Could be this plane here, I'm not sure. Well, we have that Alaskan finally taking off. Heading to San Diego. All right, next coming in, we have a Southwest coming in from Denver, 737-800. Flight 735 is over Pleasure Bay right now. Should be here in a second. We're getting a, let's see what kind of sunset we get tonight, if anything. We'll get something, I'm sure. I do see a lot of clouds still. Hope the clouds don't overtake the sun. Alright, what we got coming in here? We have a couple planes. We have a JetBlue Flight 1620 lined up, heading to London Heathrow. An A321neo. This is the one that was in the alley here. All right. We got a Delta coming in. Coming in from Minneapolis, A321neo. Logan off script, how you doing? Thank you so much for the support. I'm glad you're enjoying this. I know I am. Thank you for the support. Muchly appreciated. Here's America heading to Charlotte, A321, flight 1552. We got JetBlue here from San Francisco in A321, flight 1734. That can't be pretty. All right, we have a JetBlue lined up on 9, but we have a JetBlue coming in from San Diego, landing on 4 right. Should be here any second. 3, 2, 1. There you go. Now we got JetBlue heading to Orlando in A220. Flight 551. Next coming in is a Delta. One of my favorite ones now. I don't know why it's all of a sudden it hit me. Delta, flight 1156, Austin to Boston. All right, what do we got going on here? We have a Delta lined up out there. I think it's waiting. It might go back to the ramp. It's on end of runway 4, or beginning of runway 4, I should say. We have a Delta coming in from LAX 757. Flight, yep, what he said. Should be able to see it through the gates here. There it is. Coming in from LAX. Alaskan Airlines here spooling up in the alley. Did I lose signal here or something? Do you guys still hear me? Are we still streaming? I have no idea. There's Delta heading to Salt Lake City. The A321neo, flight 445. Svetlana, how you doing? Yeah, it's a very sad day today. No cruise ships. I looked earlier, didn't see anything on the radar. I'm like, maybe it's just not on the radar, but no. No cruise ships in port. All right, let's wait and see what's going on here now. We got United taking off, heading to Chicago. All right, now we got a Delta coming in. Coming in from Seattle, A321neo, flight 412. All right, what do we got coming in now? Now we have Delta heading to Amsterdam at A330-900, lining up on 4 right. They'll be taking off right through us. Also have Turkish Airlines up there somewhere. There it is. That's coming around from the downwind. That should be here in about 10 minutes. There it is. A330 flight 242. Maybe. Maybe not. It's going very, very slow. Might be going back to the ramp. Go back to the gate. Because it definitely ain't taking off. This is what a slow motion plane looks like. Yeah, so I was just heading back to the gate for whatever reason, and may see it again. Just had a Cape here, heading to Islip, fly over it. We got a they're all good. We got a JetBlue flight 772 A321 coming in from Cancun. So that Delta had some kind of issue. Yeah, and they're basically going back to the gate. And we'll see what happens. And we have Southwest taking off, heading to Chicago Midway, 737, max 8. All right, you're heading to Castle Island. Nice. Where did I see that message before? Heading to Castle Island. Awesome. Enjoy. Gates close at dusk. I think they close around 10. All right, next coming in is a Delta coming in from Charlotte, UN75, flight 5837. So if the winds stay this way, that means the A380s are going to head down towards the Castle Island end for takeoff. So you might get a real good view of the A380s if the winds stay this way. But I can't say, guarantee, or anything like that, because we also have an A330-900 lined up on 1.5. It might just take off there because the wind has suddenly died down. It's not that bad out here right now. Funny looking backstage here, there's Henan, 787. We have two Delta A330-900s. We got UPS out there, all over the place, just sitting around there. Looks like they're going to use 1.5 for some landings, for takeoffs, I mean. So yeah, so unfortunately I think the A380s may take off on 1.5. Not the Castle Island view, but you'll definitely see it take off. All right, next coming in we have a Cessna Citation Latitude coming in from Bedford, which is exactly 17 miles away. I think it took them more miles to line up for the approach than the actual direct flight to here. All right, where are they? They're over Pleasure Bay right now. All right, we got this guy. Then we have a JetBlue coming in from San Juan. Should be here in a second. All right, there we go. They're using 1.5 for takeoffs. So that is the runway, the purple runway from the top left to lower right They'll be taking off that direction, and most likely the A380s, everyone, all the big planes that are over there in the international terminal, taking off in that direction. Sean, how you doing? From Newport. All right, so I should see it come around the corner here in a second. This will be Delta Flight 224 heading to Paris. All right. We got Turkish Airlines coming in. Coming in from Istanbul. Flight 81, that's A350-900. I was distracted. I was looking up above me, and there's a British Airways flying overhead. 777, that should be here in about 15 minutes. Now we have another Delta on 15 right, A330-900 heading to London Heathrow. We pop around the corner here in a second. It is getting nice out here. A little bit of golden hour. It's like when this lights up over here sometimes. But right now we have the Delta. So they're just taking off at the end. You go down a little bit, you can see there's the ground, and that's them. So that's pretty cool. What else we got? We got a couple planes over there. We got a Hanan over there, another Delta over there as well. Alaskan Airlines over there. And we got Tyler here, gifting 5 memberships. So cool. We got VT Jake, Lakerson, Dave Bryson, Dan, and Cheryl. So cool. Thank you so much, Tyler. That's awesome. Thank you so much. The support, everything. That's so cool. American coming in from San Juan. Sorry, JetBlue coming in from San Juan. Better apologize to American. All right, what's going on now? Let's see. Got a Southwest trying to park over here. We got Hanan lined up at 15. Let's see what happens with that. We got Delta coming in from Cleveland. Hey, Breezy Aviation, how you doing? Good evening. And this guy's been waiting for a while. We have United heading to Newark. $737 MAX 8, $16.93. And we got Porter coming in. E195, landing on 4 right. So for the longest time, Porter was just bringing Dash 8s. Now we got an E195 coming in. Been doing this for a couple weeks, a few weeks now. I've been doing this for almost a year now, and this few weeks are the first times I think I've seen the Porter E195. Coming in from Toronto. I still have Hanan lined up at 1-5. So how you guys doing? Been out here for 3 hours now. Been out here for a while, just having some fun. If you guys are just joining us, hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe, turn notifications. The best way you're going to find me out here is even I don't know when I'm going to be out here sometimes. Just listening to ATC while I'm talking here. But I hope you guys are enjoying this. It's a great night. We might get a little golden hour tonight. We'll see how the sun plays with us tonight. But hope you're enjoying it. We have, like I say, memberships. You got the super chats, stickers, all that kind of fun stuff. We have a store where you can get all kinds of merch. You got T-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, which you don't really need now, but depending where you are, you might want them. Dog bandanas, cups, all kinds of fun stuff. If you use Logan 10, you get 10% off the entire purchase. And that link can be found on the website, loganinflight.com, and the YouTube channel. I also have, let me see if I can find the picture again here. The America 250, Logan in Flight. Just having fun. This particular one is marked at $15, no, plus shipping. So if you use Logan 10, you get 10% off that as well. Feel free. But I figured I'd just do that for the whole 250 celebration going on. Hey, why not? Just have some fun. What else we got here? We have a Discord site, tons of channels. We try to post the daily liveries that are coming in here, or any kind of special plane that's coming in here as well. So those are out there, and the ones that are leaving, when they're leaving, with time to where they're going. So that's out there as well. All kinds of other channels you can post any plane spotting stuff that you've done yourself. You can throw that out there. What else we got here? Got the PayPal tip jar. If you're into that, people have been buying me a coffee at the end of the show here, or help with the parking fees and everything. So that helps tremendously. But just hope you enjoy. Sit back and just relax, and we'll figure out what plane's taking off next. All right. Looks like we might have a Delta taking off heading to Dallas Fort Worth. A319, like 2305. What we got coming in next? We have American Airlines coming in from Charlotte in A321, flight 1422. That is almost to Castle Island. We do have one of the called the Spirit of Boston cruises. Usually, I think that's what it's called still. It's like a dinner cruise. All the people there just watch all the planes coming in. A great vantage point there. My daughter was on one of these not too long ago and snapped some pictures for me. I think I threw them out in the Discord. That's a cool little cruise. I think it goes out of Rose Wharf. I think they do lunch times on the weekend as well. You go for a nice cruise like that, then hop on Codzilla and go for a cruise around the harbor on a power boat. Yeah, it's a fun afternoon right there. All right, we got Delta taking off here, heading to Nashville. An A220, flight 2586. All right, what we got going on next? We have United heading to Dulles. I'm gonna put that over there for 1 second. I gotta get something. Be right back. You know, I gotta realize to look up before I walk away for a second. That's British Airways 777 coming in from London Heathrow. Flight 203. All right, we have United. This is heading to Dulles. And then we have Hanan taking off on 15. Yes, all the Discord should be working fine, either on the YouTube channel or on the website. All right, should be seeing Hanan. Right. And we got JetBlue coming in from, where is this one? Destin Fort Walton Beach on the Panhandle of Florida. Yeah, you need a permit to be up here to do photography or any kind of video stuff. There's only 2 airports that I'm aware of in the entire country that require you to have a permit now. It's Boston, and I think it's Honolulu. But yeah, been up here for a while. Again, security comes up here all the time, so you feel very safe and secure up here. It's really good. All right, we got a JetBlue coming in from LAX, an A321, flight 1388. departure for Alaska Airlines, heading to Seattle on 15 right at 737 MAX 9. I'll be coming out around the corner. Usually, Alaska Airlines takes off on the regular runways, like 907. This is a fully loaded Alaska Airlines going across the country. So sometimes they head over the 15 here when the winds are the way they want them. Right. Also got back there. Oh, we got British Airways lit up, the A380 backstage. That should be heading out of here. They're heading to London Heathrow. We'll see when time that comes out. Usually around 7:30. Yeah, so about this time. It lights up and starts thinking about playing the game. So that'll be out here. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Just having some fun. Oh, there's a cool little plane right there. What is that one? It's always cool because all the private planes, when they use these runways, have to go right by us. All the charter planes, all that stuff. So we get to see all those planes. All right, we got coming in next. We have a Cape Air. Nantucket Air. This one just left earlier. Coming in from Augusta. Not sure if it's the same one, but we'll make it fun and say it was. All right, we have a JetBlue heading to Tampa, an A320. Flight 591. So permits are free. There's no monetizing on the permit. It's free of charge. You're going to pay for parking. So maybe that's where it's at. But you can take the train here and just walk up here with a permit and you're fine. Off to Tampa. All right, what else we got going on here? Got a Cape Air taking off, possibly. Oh, we got Porter. You can see this one. Coming in from Toronto. A Dash 8. Yeah, Jean-Michel, I love that too. Sometimes at night, after I pack up and getting ready to go, I come out here and just stare at the lights. It's so cool at nighttime. All right, here is that Cape Air. Heading to Martha's Vineyard. I knew this guy was here. Just landed when I was setting up. I hope I was going to get out of here. Here it is, Team USA. This will be heading to Barcelona. Pretty cool. We'll see that one take off. We get Air Canada taking off, heading to Toronto. Yeah, Delta also has the 2026. Let's see. Don't you see it here though? Might have been here once. I've got Delta E175 heading to LaGuardia, flight 5716. Yeah, that boat cruise, the Boston boat, it's a meal with a good view of planes. Should be like the ultimate plane spotting cruise. Right. Now, where is that cruise ship? There it is. Not a cruise ship, just a dinner cruise. Are there two of them out there? Just that one? Oh, there's two of them out there. There's one there. And there's one over there. There's a couple of them. Next up is Delta, coming in from LaGuardia, in E175. We're going to plane taking off. We've got a good view of this Team USA plane, which is really cool. Behind that, we have American taking off to Philly, a Philly special. 737. Nice sailboats out there, the Spirit of Boston boats, all kinds of stuff out there, pretty nice. Next coming in is the Air Canada, coming in from Montreal, E175, flight 8610. All right, there's your Photoshop there. Oh yeah, so cool. Thank you so much for the support as well. Yeah, that's just so cool. Earlier today, we also had the Vets plane for JetBlue. That took off when I was setting up. That's another cool plane. We got a Cape Air heading to Nantucket. And the JetBlue coming in from JFK, A220. We got Porter still sitting out there too. That came in. That surprised me when it came in, but it's still sitting out there. So if I zoom in here real quick, I'll show you. This was the marina that had the fire last night. and they cleared a lot of it out. They had some gas stuff, so it looks like there's some things there to capture the gas. So, and I think Kelly and I were parked, my wife and I were parked at the end of that road right there, pretty much, yeah, right there, where that stairway is. Nothing related to the accident, but we was watching Lufthansa take off there. All right, there's a Delta coming in from Indianapolis, flight 5747. We have British Airways A380 heading out to 15. And we have a JetBlue heading to Raleigh-Durham, flight 2783 and A220. Hey, why not? That's why we're here. So you can see people that you know taking off or coming in. So many reasons to watch this flight tonight. Oh, we got Copa. That's our Aeromexico coming in from Mexico City. All right, next coming in, we have United Airlines coming from Denver, an A321neo. Oh, my battery just died. 1 second. Holy mackerel. Wasn't even paying attention to that. Station identification. Here we go. We're back. Alright, sorry about that. I wasn't even paying attention to the battery. Alright, next time we is at United from Denver, A321neo. Having so much fun watching planes and everything in this Team USA. I got a battery light flashing like crazy in front of me and it was ignoring it completely. And next taking off is American Airlines heading to Chicago, 737-800. Flight 1554. And everything's Team America. Planes in front of everybody. It's not a problem. JetBlue come in here from Reagan, A220, flight 2754. Look at the nose gear in the alley. Is that a problem? It's all crooked. Oh man. They screwed it up on pushback. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. You gonna be able to move that, or is it gonna be have to tow it with a another A380 or something? Good Swiss in here, an A330-300 from Zurich. Delta taking off to Columbus. E175, flight 5629. So this guy's moving. All right. Curtis, thanks for coming to member. So cool. Just for that, we'll send Delta to Tampa today. Well, thank you so much for coming to member. We have Delta here heading to Tampa, 737, flight 1439. Star Rider, thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Like I said, it's all about fun. All right, we got the Team USA lined up. Ready to take off after arrival. There we go. There it goes. Heading to Barcelona. All right, have a safe flight. We will see you next time. Here we have Azores. Breathe livery coming in. We still have actually, still got Porter out here. So we got Speedbird lined up on 1-5. Let's see if they're going to get some other planes out of here first. Let's listen to the ATC, what's going on here. Christopher, thank you so much. I love doing it. I'm glad you're watching. That's what it's all about, just having fun here. Bring you guys out here. I have American Airlines coming in from Chicago. Trying to figure out why everyone's slowing down here. E175, flight 4384. And we got some Logan whales out here again. All right. Wouldn't be Logan without the Logan whales. Delta heading to Edinburgh. Flight 122. JetBlue is going to get next. We have a JetBlue lineup at 9 heading to Philly. And we have British Airways lineup at 1-5. And we have a JetBlue coming in from Las Vegas. Landing on 4. All right, it's JetBlue heading to Philly. So JetBlue heading to Philly. It's flight 1181, A220. All right, next arrival at passes Speedbirds with a JetBlue coming in from Denver. We'll let them, A380 will take off. We got this JetBlue heading to Philly, Philly special. We have this JetBlue here coming in from Denver, an A220. Betsy, thank you so much. We will see you next time for sure. We should have Speedbird on the roll here. We got Swiss over here with a front row seat. Here it comes. You can see the tail fin over the building. It's crazy. The king is departing. Safe travel, Speedbird, back to London Heathrow. All right. And they're off the screen. All right. That was cool. What else we got going on here? Speedbird. All right, so I hate to do this, but I think I have to do this. I think I got to call it right now. Thank you guys so much for the likes, the support, everything. It was great. Had a fun time here tonight. Hope you guys did too. Thank you for the gifted memberships. I mean, everything. It was really, really cool. I want to thank you guys so much. I might be out here tomorrow. I'm hoping to. We'll see what happens. But yeah, but just gotta call it right now. I will thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Also have a Where is it here? Our mods. Most of them are on here tonight. And thank you guys so much for what you do. So cool. Thank you so much. And yeah, you guys have a great night. Have a great weekend. If you're in New England, it might rain a little bit tomorrow night and Sunday. But make the best with what you got. You know, do the best you can. Have a great night. And I will see you guys soon. We'll see what happens. All right. Have a great night, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.